sing. We're gonna get real loud, let our voices ring. We're gonna party, we're having fun with Jesus Christ. He's God's only son. Now everybody, from the front to the back, put your hands in the air and clap, clap, clap. Seeing old friends, making new friends. Here with Jesus, we're connected. Seeing old friends, making new friends. Here with Jesus, we're connected. Connected.
Hey Multiply Kids, Pastor Michaela here, and welcome to our online digital preschool service. I am so excited that you guys are here. Parents, teachers, guardians, whoever you are, if this is your first time experiencing one of our digital services, make sure to message us on one of our social media pages or text VIPS to 94,000 so we can connect with you and your child or student on their path of discipleship. Today, boys and girls, we are going to be learning about how we can remember what God has done. And a great way to remember what God has done in our lives and look forward to what He's going to do in our lives is to worship. So can you guys worship with me? Let's stand up and let's bring praise to His holy name.
There in the valley, I have all that I need. When fear is surrounding, your love guarding me. Goodness and mercy have never
I know I did. Are you guys ready for our Bible adventure? No, you're not, because what I need you guys to do is on the count of 3, I need you guys to holler. I need you guys to do jazz hands. I need you guys to scream as loud as you can so we can really get joyous for our Bible story. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Let's go into our Bible story.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Joshua. This is Joshua.
Hello.
Joshua was the leader of the Israelites, who God would use to take his people into the Promised Land.
Yeah, let's do it.
Joshua readied his people to cross the Jordan River, which was the only thing dividing the Israelites from the land that God had promised to them.
All right. We're here. Okay.
They camped beside the river for 3 days, waiting, just as the Lord had commanded them. At this time of year, the Jordan River was flooded and flowing with so much water that it was impossible to cross on foot.
And then the Lord said, let there be light. Hey, priest. Yes? Come on.
God told Joshua to tell the people that the priests would carry the Ark of the Covenant and lead the people through the water. He told the priests to step into the rushing waters.
Wait. Huh?
And when they would do this, the waters would stop flowing.
All right.
And as soon as the priests did this, the water of the Jordan River did stop flowing.
Yeah.
And the priests stood with the Ark of the Covenant on dry ground as the Israelites crossed to the other side.
All right.
God told Joshua to send 12 men from the 12 tribes of Israel
Go get it.
to take 12 stones from the place that the priests were standing. When all this had been finished as God commanded, Joshua called the priests from the Jordan.
We're good. Come on.
As their feet left the Jordan River, the waters came back into place, just as they had been.
Wow. Yeah.
They brought their stones to their camp and set them as a memorial, so future generations might remember the story of how God brought his people through the Jordan River on dry ground.
Wow, what another great story today. This is definitely something Israel doesn't want to forget. Now, we may not be trying to cross a river or go to our homeland, but this story does show us that when we remember and thank God, that we get to have the greatest blessings of all time, boys and girls. You see, the 3 things I want us to learn today. Number 1 is that God instructs us. You see, we see in our story how God instructed Joshua to lead his people into the Promised Land. He gave them specific instructions to do before the day and after they crossed the Jordan River, which was a pretty big river. You see, God asked to have the high priest carry the ark of the Lord in front of them and to step into the water. Do you guys like stepping into the water whenever you guys get to the beach? It's a little bit cold sometimes. But you see, as soon as they did, the water stopped upstream. In Deuteronomy 5:33, it says, walk in obedience to all that the Lord your God has commanded you so that you may live and prosper and prolong your days in the land that you will possess. Because Joshua followed God's instructions, God gave him favor and help from the people. And we see that in Joshua 4:14. In the same way, one great thing God has done for us is that he instructs us. When we follow those instructions, we can gain favor and help. So when you are trying to remember something God has done for you, are you remembering what he's instructed you? The second thing I want us to learn today, boys and girls, is that it is important for us to remember that God can use us, even here today. We talked about this a couple weeks ago when the Israelites were used by God to give to and build their place of worship. You see, from the Bible story, we also get a great thing God has done. He's using Joshua Joshua 3:7 tells us, "Today I will begin to exalt you in the eyes of all Israel, so they may know that I am with you as I was with Moses." Who was, remember? The leader before Joshua, that's right. Though it's great that God uses us, what's even better is that he uses us, goes with us, leads us, and instructs us. God wasn't just using the priests to step into a flooded river. He was going with them as they carried his presence in the Ark of the Covenant. Also, when God uses us, he arms us. That means he gives us the strength that we need and the armor that we need in order to fight the battles he wants us to fight and do the things he calls us to do. We saw how the Israelites came up out of the Jordan armed for battle. Can you guys show your arms for battle? How strong are you? That's right, that's good. You see, no, he uses us and he goes with us, leads us and arms us every single step of the way. So when you're trying to remember something God has done for you, are you remembering how he uses you? How he goes with you, leads you, and arms you? Let's try to think about that. The third thing I want us to learn today, boys and girls, is that God keeps his promises. From Abraham to the call of Moses, to leading through the wilderness until Joshua, God told the Israelites he would give them a promised land. And now we see the start of that promise take place. This is a great example of God keeping his promises. And it reminds me that Moses in Deuteronomy 7:9 says, "Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is faithful and keeping his covenant of love with us." You see, God keeps his promises to remind the Israelites of what he's done. Joshua had them take 12 stones out of the Jordan River and make a monument, a pile of stones to remind us of the great things that God has done for you and for me. He instructs us, he uses us, and he keeps his promises, boys and girls. And that's so important. So when you're trying to remember something God has done for you, are you remembering that he keeps his promises? I know sometimes it can get a little bit scary whenever you do things for the first time or whenever we're doing things that we're uncomfortable with, boys and girls. But remembering that God instructs us, uses us, and keeps his promises, and makes us brave and strong enough to go through the things that he calls us to do. So we're going to take a moment to pray for the Lord to show us the ways that he gives us the strength, uses us, keeps his promises, and instructs us throughout our lives. So can you guys bow your head and pray with me? Dear Jesus, I just pray for every single boy and girl that's watching this video. I pray that we will learn that you instruct us so we can hear your words that you say to us and abide by them in our hearts, Jesus. I pray that we will learn that you walk with us every single step of the way, even when things look a little bit scary or intimidating or, just overwhelming. But I pray that we will have peace in our hearts knowing that you are with us every step of the way. I pray that we will also take heart in the fact that you keep your promises all the way from the beginning when the Bible was written to today, Jesus. I pray that every boy and girl watching this video will learn that you keep your promises so they can keep their promises too on this earth. Amen. You guys did so great today. Let's head over to our family connection activity. Today's connection questions are: number 1, what did the priests carry with them as they stepped into the river? Let's think about it. That's right, the Ark of the Covenant, or also known as the Ark of God. All right, let's go to question 2. What was the Ark of the Covenant? This one's a little bit tougher. What do you guys think? That's right, a symbol of God's presence, or a golden box with manna and the 10 Commandments. Let's go to the last question. What did they get out of the river after everyone crossed? Do you guys remember? Let's think back on our Bible story. That's right, stones from the river. You guys did so great with these questions, boys and girls. This week's Family Connection activity is, as a family, go on a nature walk. Make sure on your walk that you and your children pick out a rock that they like. Once you get back inside, set aside a moment to have everyone paint their rock to resemble how God makes them feel. Have this rock in your garden or next to your bed so you can always look back on a moment that you have had with God. Great job today, guys! For more worship services and content for families, head over to multiply.church so you can watch as a family and engage in spiritual content that will help your child's path of discipleship. For more throughout the week, make sure to follow our social media pages to keep up with all things Multiply Kids. I had an awesome time worshiping with you guys today. I'll see you later.